Hey YouTube, it's Joe. Bringing you a second to last update on scraps. With the release of Star Strike Blast, they got a decent amount of support. So I'll just go right into it. The build hasn't changed very much. A few additions. Triple B, Chimera, Triple Beast, Triple Goblin. Pretty standard from what I'm seeing from most scrap decks. One Golem. I only run the one Golem. I don't feel you need to run more than one. It'll just slow you down. When I could potentially draw a Chimera or another out. One Soldier. I know I didn't know about this yesterday, but you can bring out Soldier with Chimera for level 9. Chimera, the text on it says one scrap tuner, does not specify attack or level, so he's pretty good. 2100 beater, matches up with that Cyber Dragon. He's a warrior though, so still good. Monk. Sorry about that, guys. I'm watching Toy Story 3. Spy Engine. I like the 3 spies instead of 2 and the 1 guard. Double Thunder King. He's still extremely good. And from my last video, I only run 1 scrap yard. So this really doesn't hurt me that much. In the mirror, if they run more than 1 scrap yard, play his first turn. Just watch him. 1 frog, 1 level leader. Kind of the best of both worlds here. Frog for setting up, getting my scrap dragon out. Level leader for when he's actually out. 1 jar. It's pretty good. Helping me out with bad hands or whatever. And 1 glow up bulb. You can help mill that beast or whatever and give you that extra level. You know, if I have Treeborn, a level leader, sync with him, get to one of my synchros I'll show later. That's it for the monsters. 22. 1 yard. Triple Storm. Multiple yards. Pretty bad. To me, at least. I want my tuners in the grave, not in my hand. And even if, you know, I need a goblin, I really don't want it in my hand. If anything, I'll search out a beast, or just for a beat stick, or just ditch scrapyard for summoner monk. So it doesn't really help me that much. And 3 storm, self-explanatory. Chainables, double MST, double book. I don't run decrees. I don't like that decree build, so MST helps. Pretty standard for scraps. Dark Hole, Cold Wave, Reborn, Foolish, and Mind Control. You run a shitload of tuners, so that's it for the spells. The traps. I can actually do all these. Pretty standard. Forest, Torrential, Double Bottomless. Call for the tuners or monk or whatever else I need. 1 warning, 1 judgment, 1 7 tools. So it's pretty standard. Just messing around with the synchro deck right now. So 3 scrap twins. A lot of people say only 1 or only 2. You can make this just as easy as you can make Scrap Dragon. So I don't see why you wouldn't run 3. I know my sleeves are all different, but pink and white. I haven't had time to really play around with them. Triple Dragon, self-explanatory. One Stardust. One Dark End. One Archfiend. It's a must. I say this because if you don't have a Beast Engrave and you have a Goblin and you have Chimera, you can at least get a decent beater on the field with this. And Black Rose. Double Arcanite. Oh my gosh, this card is amazing. Extremely underrated this format. I'm seeing a lot more Black Rose plays. Just because it's at 3 does not make it better. What you can do is if you have Golem on the field, you flip your Spy, summon your Goblin, go level 7, go into Arcanite. There's your 2 counters. Activate Golem, get Goblin back, sync again, another Arcanite. That's a potential plus right there. He's just too good not to use. He's good back row hate. This deck runs in... I know in the mirror, a lot of people like to run Raikos. Get rid of those Raikos. So it's pretty good. I definitely suggest using him over some of the other choices I've seen people run. You know, triple Black Rose. Run the Arcanite. I'm just testing this out right now. That's why Glow Up Bulb's in here. Double Formula. One Shooting Star. Yeah. I can actually see this deck utilizing Shooting Star. For the mere fact, you run so many tuners. He's at least getting 2 attacks every time you activate. So that alone, I feel is warranting a spot in the extra deck. Before I had the Shooting Star in, I had, I believe, a Scrap Archfiend, another Scrap Archfiend. So that in itself is pretty good. Formula, you can draw your card. Again, I mean, this is just using, you know, if you run triple Scrapyard, you're using Scrapyard. If you're running Formula, you can draw a potential out or that tuner. So I feel if you can make Formula, then run it. We'll see how it runs tomorrow. I know some of you are thinking, no Mind Reader. My Mind Reader is coming right now. It should be here by the end of the week. Actually, Tuesday, probably. But he's definitely good. I'm definitely going to have to figure out a couple spots to throw some of those in. Scrap Twin. This card is just too good not to use. Again, you can make it extremely easily. I found myself making Scrap Twin more than Scrap Dragon. So that alone, I mean, you figure you can recycle most of your cards, so you can make them pretty good. For the mirror, this card is amazing. Just start bouncing those dragons back. Again, you want back row hate, because a lot of people are running the Decree version. But, yeah, that's the version right now. Once I get my Mind Reader and a couple other cards, I'll show you the revised version. So, let me know what you guys think. Thumbs up, comment, sub. Peace out.